Hey guys, this is going to be a walkthrough video of Backlink SEO and its features. We are going to break this video down into multiple parts. The first part is actually going to go over the backlink monitoring part, and the second part is going to go over the backlink outreach and campaigns part. So if you have not already created a free account, this would be a great time to do so, so you can take a look around. For us, we're going to use a test account, so I can give you an overview. So once you log in, you'll notice that you have this view where you see your projects and domains. In this case, I've already added VerifyB, but you would want to go ahead and add your project. You can also follow our social onboard bot here that will walk you through the process of adding a domain or connecting Google Analytics, etc. So this is a great onboarding tool for you to follow if you need any help. And at the same time, our chat support is always there to help you as well. But for this purpose, let's add a domain that we all might be familiar with, which would be AppSumo. AppSumo.com. Let's click proceed. So it's saying find backlinks using our backlink crawler. What this means is we already have a backlink database that we're growing constantly, and our beta feature here will automatically try to find these backlinks from our database that we're crawling and import them for you. Now, these might not be all the backlinks that you would want, but this gives you a good head start and populating your backlink profiles. So in this case, because we actually do not own AppSumo, we don't have a list already, but we could import it from elsewhere. But in this case, let's try out our backlink crawling feature. Now it's saying connect your Google Analytics account. Like I mentioned, we don't own AppSumo, so we don't have access to this. So I'm going to click skip for right now. Now, if I wanted to manually add any backlinks, this would be the perfect place for me to paste those backlinks. This is the case when you know that you've just created new, guest posts, or if you've done, any interviews or outreach campaigns and you've gained any links that might not have been crawled across the web. This would be a fantastic place to put those. You can also upload a CSV with a single column with those links in it, and it will automatically insert those as well. Now, here comes the best part, which is crawling. What it's going to do is crawl all the backlinks that you've just imported. We're going to click yes, and it's going to start the crawling process. You see a small progress bar here. Now, on top in this view, you can see that it's saying, hey, we're sorry, we can't display any analytics data. That's because we didn't connect anything. If we had connected Google Analytics, we would have seen a page-by-page view for monthly view for the page-by-page traffic. But in this case, we're not going to see anything for the time being. Now, what the system is doing is going and crawling all these backlinks. As you notice, our database brought in 6,197 links for AppSumo. And this crawl process usually does take some time. It's going to actually go right now live in real time and go and crawl all those backlinks to see, are they still live? What's the domain authority? What's the page authority? What's the trust flow? What's the citation flow? What's the Moz rank? How many links there are? Are they no follow, do follow? What the anchor texts are, etc. And it's going to bring that data in for absolutely all of them. So once the crawl process is done, you'll be able to, go through and say, hey, I want to look at all the backlinks that have a higher domain authority. So Forbes, they have this backlink anchor text AppSumo with a do follow link. So you'll get an overview with all your backlinks, with all this domain enrichment data, which is actually included with Backlink SEO at no additional cost. You'll be able to see all your backlinks and their profiles. Now, if these were links that you had just made, what is really nice is you can go and add a note. So I got this from a guest post. And next time around, you can search for guest post. Let's just put guest. And you'll be able to see right here, you see how it says guest post? You'll be able to see that it brought it up. What it also does, it finds any mention of guest in the links. So you'll see all these links are actually, interviews with Noah. So you can easily identify any notes that you've placed or any links that contain the keyword that you just searched for. Now, if this was a domain where we actually had our analytics data connected, you'll be able to see search coverage, keywords, and landing pages. But let's go back to a domain that we actually do have all rights for. So I'm going to head over back to my domains panel to the dashboard and click on Verify B. Now, you might have noticed that it's actually checking the uptime as well. So we know that AppSumo was last checked 93 seconds ago, that it was live. Every project that you add automatically has an uptime checker built in. So if you do not, if you notice that a website is down, the system will automatically actually pick this up and send you a notification. Now, let's check out Verify B. You'll see that this view looks a bit different. And that's because we already had Verify being added in, and we have access to the analytics data, to the Search Console data, so it pulls in all this data already for us. Now you can see a trend overview of traffic. You can see that actually we lost 3 backlinks, though 3 active links from one domain, and you can see how many do follow links there were. So they were all 3 do follow links. So that's actually a pretty big loss. If we click on this, we can see which pages we lost those links from, where that link actually came from, what the domain authority of that link was. It was an empty anchor, and we can visit it as well to go back and see, where that link actually is, what maybe it was an article that we wrote, or in this case, it just looks like it was spam. So not a big deal. Now, once you have your analytics data already built in, you can actually take a look at your search coverage. In this case, we can see the search term, click CTR. What it does is it digests all your analytics data, Search Console data into a very easy to analyze view. You can see what search term you're getting the most traffic for, what the CTR is, where you can actually improve. So these are actually pretty high CTRs. Now this page, ping email address, gets about 3,100 impressions, but only 224 clicks. Now this, I'm pretty sure we can improve this page. It's on position 5. That means people actually might be seeing it, but they're not clicking it. So maybe our title, meta description, something of that sort is not enticing enough for people to click on it. This is the type of insights you'll be able to get right away. Same thing goes for your keywords. You'll be able to see what the top keywords are, what pages those keywords are for. Same thing with landing pages. You can get how many users came to those landing pages, what the bounce rate for those landing pages are, and more insights on how you can improve your pages so that people will not only find them, but you'll be able to see what keywords they came from to those pages, so you can make sure that you have content that's actually viable and content that people actually want. Your top pages actually gives you an overview based on your backlinks. So which page has the most referring backlinks? In this case, of course, it's going to be our root domain, but you'll be able to take a look at every single referring page to that page, as well as its domain authority, page authority, its anchors, and be able to visit it. So this gives you a very, very nice overview if you want to look at it page by page. You can see our pricing page, lead generation page, and so on and so forth. Domain data gives you a breakdown of all your referring domains and the type of domains that you have. This is good to see, if there's any spammy domain that's there, that's, linked to you maybe 3,000 times, you'll be easily be able to identify it right away. Redirects. If you have any redirects, they will populate here once the crawler finishes the crawl. In this case, we actually don't have any. If you have lost links, like in our case, it will make it green, so you'll be able to identify what those links are. If there's any sponsored links, you'll see them here. Your no-follow links, as you can see, we have quite a few no-follow links. You'll be able to see a breakdown of those no-follow links right away. Same goes for do-follow. These are the links that you really care about. You'll be able to see the do-follow links in a very nice fashion as well. Anchors. Now, this is a whole breakdown of all the anchors on your website for your backlinks. You can go click on an anchor, see what the referring domain is, and then further down, drill down on exactly what the backlink is for that anchor that's coming through from that domain. So this is a very, very nice way to see which anchor comes from which referring domain, comes from which exact backlink. Now, your analytics data will display over time, what happened to your backlinks. Inactive links. We actually had more inactive links come in. Our do follow links increased, but then decreased because we just lost 4. So this is a very good overview, for you to see what's actually happening with your backlink profile. This was actually a very, very speedy overview of the system, but just to, go over a few more things. You have crawl intervals. Depending on which plan you have, you can change the interval for your crawl. What that means is this is every 3 days, the system is going to go back and check these backlinks. It's going to recrawl them and say, hey, did you lose any? Did you gain any? Were any do follow turned into no follow? Did anything drop? This is where it's going to, figure that out. It's going to create an email, and it's going to email you with your newly updated numbers of how many crawled links there are, how many active links, lost links, referring domains, etc. At any given time, you can sync back your analytics data. I would recommend doing it every week so you can get a nice overview. And then anytime you want to add links, you can easily paste them in and upload them. Now, this is, of course, not a full detailed overview. This is just a simplistic walkthrough. And if you have any more questions, of course, at any time, please reach out to support. And reach out to us. We're always here to help you answer any questions. Or if you're stuck in anything, feel free to reach out at any time.